Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a special Cowcornia Explorer Corps expedition to the 1.18 Experimental Snapshot 4. And it is a bit of a sad occasion, unfortunately, because, well, something has happened to Cool Mountain, on which I am standing currently. You may have seen in the title screenshot there. You know what? Actually, let me set the time to day so we can see things a little better. You may have seen there that Cool Mountain is not all it used to be. In fact, it's come on, keyboard. Yeah. A big chunk of it is no longer there. You should be seeing behind me there the other part of it, but we're not. It's just not there. We got some hills. We've got some swamp there that used to be there as well. But, yeah, a lot of the mountain is just not there anymore. It's very sad. The portion that's left is still much like it was. And let's swing back around and see that. And as you can see, I don't really see much in the way. I don't see a little waterfall here like we had at one point. But we do still have the little cove there, which, so this remaining portion of Cool Mountain, it is still suitable to make a smaller mountain base up top. Excuse me, a little whisker in the mouth there. With a nice little waterway entrance there. You can still put your little docks and have a little either some stairs or a ladder or even an elevator, water elevator going up to the top here, and then build whatever you want to build in this area here. Actually, it looks like there might be a little bit of a cave entrance here, possibly. Or it might be just a little depression in the ground. Yeah, just small, just this little depression in the ground. So, yeah, if you still want that, go for it. Coordinates right there on the screen. You can freeze frame that if you want, if you're looking at this in the archives later on. And that'll put you right over the mountain. You know what? Let me move back over here over the water. So if you're teleporting in survival mode, at least you'll have a soft landing. And there you go. All right. So, what else is going on in this Minecraft build? Well, a lot of the stuff around here, more or less the same. Still have that shipwreck. That has survived. We've had other things in other of these experimental snapshots, 1, 2, and 3, that have not survived, or 2 and 3 anyway. Cool Mountain, part of it has survived. We just get those little nubs here. The little floating islands that were next to it, those are greatly reduced. Still got a tree there. But, yeah, it's just not what it used to be. This whole section here was a much larger spire. Now, these over here, those are looking a bit more like it as far as if you want to build something up high. Those go up even higher than what we've got there. And interestingly, we also have in the middle of this swamp a ruined portal. So, nice little place to start out. The weather, it does leave a bit to be desired. Fortunately, we're in a mode where we can change that fairly quickly. All right. So let's revisit a few key points from the Cowcornia world. This will be where my original base was. Hello. Right down below. Very close to spawn. And if you recall from... let me get back to the stream here. Just want to make sure. Actually, let me double check the sound. Yep, okay. Sound's working. Important to check that. Anyway, if you recall from previous looks at the experimental snapshots, this area here had a lot of more broken terrain to it. And it looks like now the plains here are a lot bigger. A lot easier to work with. You got some hills here, but not all broken like they were before. And look, we've got the village back. It was here before. Then it went away and then came back. Very nice. Very convenient. Got a little bit of forest here. Some snowy areas here. Snowy forest. Or snowy taiga or whatever. A little bit of non-snowy taiga. And then more over here with the tall ones. So you get a little variety of taiga nearby, which is nice. Especially if you want to, like, tame a wolf or something. So let's go down to the village here. Take a look at what they got going. I did, just for myself, a small tour of some of this stuff before the stream. Actually, let me check here. Yeah, okay. Just making sure the frames per second. The frames per second kind of suffer with a lot of travel. And I've got the render distance at 25 just to get some more of the scenery into it. I usually do 25 on my streams. And previous versions of Minecraft, especially in Optifine, keep up with it nicely. This one, the frame rates aren't as high. It could be just inherent to the depth of the world. It's just more stuff it's got to deal with. And the height, of course. But we shall see. So it looks like we got some nice paths here going across the water here. They've built some little bridges and things. And there is a tiny little underwater passage between these two bodies of water here. So I don't know about the squid, but the fish could conceivably get through. And looks like the paths you have going out over here or over to a couple of little fishing piers or something. Odd that it's way out in the middle. Got his house right here. Nice and convenient to it. But there you go. For the most part, a lot of the paths seem to be navigable. In some cases like this, yeah, not so much, but there's an alternate path going off the top there. You can go off the path. And I don't know about up here. I don't know if the villagers can get up here, which is very inconvenient considering that's where the bell is. So in this particular generation of it, if you wanted to help this village out, you'd probably want to come over here and, like, make them a little path. Okay. So now should be able to get to it. A little bit windy, but they should be able to get to the bell. Will they? Don't know. We will see. I don't know if there's any bias among the... I don't think there is. Oh, and I have another bell over here, so that helps as well. So what is this? 2 villages, actually? Or do villages often come up with 2 bells? Anyway, this is kind of neat where it kind of carves it into the side there. That's nice. And it kind of does have access to it, which is okay. Over here, yeah, they do have a thing. It seems like the paths in the village is... Oh dear, weather again. it seems like the paths in the villages could do with having a little pathfinding applied to their generation. You know, maybe it's just me, but this seems a little impractical. You know, I mean, I get where maybe the thing is, if a path, if the path is like, say, predating some geological event, you know, maybe having something to do with this crevice here in the middle of a swamp, and then it fell, you would think that the path wouldn't be intact anymore. You know? So, yeah, maybe you want to add some ladders up there or something. But yeah, maybe that's just me. You know? Maybe you guys like finding villages with really wonky paths. Anyway, this is the village near the spawn area on this generation of the world anyway. Will it be exactly the same if you were to reseed it? From my experience, not necessarily. But, let's see what else we can look at. Let's see. That is near the spawn and my original base coordinates. Now we go to the Atrium Base coordinates. And good news, this big village here that had disappeared in Experimental Snapshot 3, I believe, is back. I don't think all the land around it is exactly the same, but it is back, and it is actually kind of nice looking. We have a few things around it. This little, looks like this cave with a waterfall going down into it. That might be interesting to explore. And lots of underwater caves and such. This one looks like it's going down over here. But it was interesting that I spotted near the village here. It looks like it centers in the snowy biome here, whatever the heck it's called, because even going into this non-snowy forest, these things have snow on the roof, which is interesting. I wonder if that will melt in time. I mean, we can watch it, but I don't see it melting. Anyway, another interesting thing is this path over here. It looks like it's a bit washed out because we got some water coming over from some little springs or something here, and it's going down into this cave, which we're going to go and take a look at. Oh, and this also, what is this here? A stable or something here? We'll go down and take a look. You know what? Let's just go down and take a look and not guess. But it's got this ravine just going right underneath it. So there's some stuff going on geologically in here. I'm gonna just drop down here, turn off the cinematics here. Okay, they got a tree right in the middle of the path. Someone needs to do something about that. That is just neglect. So yeah, you come out of the village here, you come to this, whoa, okay, big ol' ravine here. You gotta jump over. Maybe can villagers jump? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one jump. But yeah, you come over here and you have a washed out path. And then this over here. Oh yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Chicken. He's going down. So yeah, neat little cave. Got a nice little column there. Let's jump down. We won't get hurt. The chicken. Don't know. Okay, well, this is your life now, chicken. Yep, that's it. Nope, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work, chicken. Oh, and now it's raining. You know what? It is a sad life for this chicken. And he's taken off. Going into the cave to live his new life. Should we give him some lights? Let's give him some lights. You know what? Let's grab some lantern. And some chains. Do my traditional lighting style. You know how we like it. Down, not up. Because we don't want stuff spawning in here and hurting our chicken. There you go, chicken. Now you got some light. Where are you, chicken? There you are. Climbing up the sides. There you go. Should be nice and homey now. Maybe some spiders might spawn up in the ceiling there, but otherwise you should be okay. Alright. And let's... Oh! And of course it's like kind of snowing over here, but not over there where there's snow. Weather is weird in Minecraft. Come on up. Oh, that's a lot of particles, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to... What am I doing? Let's clear this weather. Just to improve the video quality a little bit. And let these guys burn. Alright, run, villagers. Run. You just gotta stay away long enough for them to burn up. Won't take long. There you go. Spiders, on the other hand. Yeah. I'll take care of this one for you. I'll just beat it with a lantern. Takes a little while. There you go. Alright. Yay, I'm a monster hunter. Alright, so yeah, it's just a nice little cave down there, nothing extensive. This crevice here. Let's see if we can avoid landing on the thing. It's a house. It just has some snow on top. And a compass. Okay. We can find our way home. That's not much on a cartographer's, you know, chest. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he took all of his maps and he's out mapping. It's a very new land. There's probably a big demand for lamps, for blank maps and such. Hang a few lanterns down here. Oh, okay. Just to get a little light. Because, you know, you guys deserve to see what's going on. I guess. I mean, that's what you're here for, right? So yeah, this goes in a little ways. Sorry for the shaky cam. Comes with shaky hands. Ah. Okay, so it only goes in so far. But yeah, got some copper. So that's neat. A little more light. Good place for it. Oh, but it branches off over here. So it looks like we've got a couple of ravines. This one fully underground. But it only goes so far. Not much in the way of resources in there. A little coal. It's on this stuff. I'm trying to... Is this... Yeah, is that the one that kind of hints at there being a... We got just one little spot in here. Does it lead to anything? Nah. Little coal. That's it. Oh, is it getting nighttime now? Alright. Well, let's do that. Easier. So yeah, this has just a big ravine just opening up right underneath it. Which is not great. You know, not really a good choice to set up shop. Maybe that's why all that's left in that chest is a compass. Maybe that building has been, you know, evacuated, condemned, and they didn't quite get everything out of it. So there's a fair number of buildings in here. This would be a nice village to visit. I think there was like a little hollow in here. Looks like it's still there. Yep. Got a little pond up here that is very close to being able to just spill down into that. Curious to see what would happen if we allowed it to. Will it reach? Will it make a nice little waterfall? Yeah. That's cute. And if you want to get clever with it, you could take this bottom level there. Maybe take those trees out and fill that in with water source blocks. I think it would be, yeah. That's not going to work. That does not create water source blocks at the low points. Oh, yeah, I get it. Don't complain. That's just how it is. Oh, dear. So, yeah, just with a little bit of a cut in there, add a few water source blocks, and you've got yourself a nice little layered pond there. That looks kind of nice. And yes, I did map a key to the cinematic camera finally. Sorry for all the shaky camera work before. Things will be a bit smoother now. All right, so one more little teleport, I think, to actually a couple. This now is going to the mountain, where the site of the mountain outpost in my original Cowcornia world. And right down in here was the mountainous area within sight of my base at a decent render distance. When I have it up above 30 or whatever. There's the old village again. And spawn is over this way. So more or less within sight of spawn, depending on your render distance. And this was a mountain here. It is no longer. There are some mountains over here, though. Whether these get up to the emerald generation level, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how. I forget how high that is, and it's all kind of a moving target anyway. As far as like ore generation and all that. So who knows what it will be when 1.18 is finally released. Now I did, in preparation for this stream, this looks like a nice little gap for running through with an elytra. And I've heard that pronounced a couple different ways. I've always pronounced it elytra. I think I've heard it elytra. I heard someone recently pronounce it elytra. I don't know. I know it's based on like the covers, the kind of hard coverings for wings that beetles have. to protect their wings. So I don't know how that is pronounced. Presumably you'd want to pronounce it similarly. And there was an interesting mountain nearby. I know I went over in this direction towards this little mountainous formation, which we may have visited in the past. This might be actually in the direction of Cool Mountain. I'm not certain. We'll let some stuff load up. Kind of getting a little peek at some of the caverns down below. But right now I'm less about the caverns, more about the topside features. But this is kind of neat here. Have this little shelf of ground here. And of course that floating island there. And then over here, another kind of a humpy shelf. And then this, whoa, look out. And then this big thing, which from a distance kind of looked like an arch, but is not. I'm not sure what you would call that kind of formation if you were to encounter it in real life. I guess you would call it highly unstable. In Minecraft, however, unless it's got some gravel or sand clinging to the bottom, it's very stable. In fact, you could swim right up this waterfall to get to it, and then start tunneling into the side of it. It would make an interesting base entrance. If you wanted to build a base up here. And I suppose someone who was clever with redstone could even probably have it so that this waterfall was switchable. And the weather is playing with us again. Stop it, weather. I need clear. There's probably a way to set it so that the weather just doesn't, change like that. But I don't know that way offhand, so I'm not going to mess with looking that up in the wiki or whatever. All right, so we got some mountains over here. There was a mountain that I found while I was doing some exploration. Let me check my frames per second here. Down to 20. Yeah, let's do a little render distance toggle here. Whoops. 25. There we go. All right. Doing that seems to get the frames per second back up. Okay, so we have a little half-domey thing here. I do recall seeing that in my explorations earlier this morning. I've got this guy with its little waterfalls going there. And let me see. Was this the one? There was one that I decided to dub Charming Mountain. And I think this is it, actually. And what I found charming about it was it does have a little bit of a sort of a minor cove down here that you could probably put a dock on. You might want to do something about that lava. Maybe glass it over so it's a relatively safe tourist destination. Then you've got this little cove in here. That's got some magma blocks down at the bottom, so you want to be careful going into that. Horses up on the mountain somehow. And then you've got this little spot there. You could probably make a little place there for docking as well. Got this nice little waterfall. As I said, it's charming. And you have these little cuts into it here, some of which go through. You can walk into. You've got this little hidden cove inside here. Is there a way into it through here? Not sure. Ooh, let the eyes adjust here. Yeah, there might be an underwater passage here. Yeah, so you can get up through there. You can brave the spider to get through that one. So there's like multiple little ways into to this little central cove here. All of which involve going underwater. This seems to go to nothing, but you can make something out of that. So yeah, this is a neat little spot if you want to build a base. It's got like this river here going out to the water. So if you were to maybe cut a passage through there, you can do that. It also goes out around over here. So this whole thing it's on is actually a bit of an island. And it's got some hilliness to it. It's got some flat areas. You could probably, level off the top of some of these hills and use some of that as, farming areas and pasture and whatnot. You've got a little sand over here on the beaches and such. Let's set the time back to day so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about on the stream. So yeah, you got some beaches there, so you have some source of sand nearby, and there may be more over this way. It looks like, or maybe not. But you got this ravine kind of cutting through most of the land there. So if you were to swim across and then walk over, you'd either have to bridge the ravine or walk around this way, but that gets you closer to the bigger sand deposits there if you're looking for sources of glass and don't want to dig into the stuff nearby and spoil the scenery. So yeah, it's a cool little mountain. All right, now that is, dang it, come on, weather. Clear, clear. So that is pretty much what I've explored before the stream, leading up to it. Where are we at? 27, 30, something like that. So let's go ahead and explore some stuff. Let's go see what else we got. Let's see what is off this way. We were talking about going over here. Possibly would be a little source of sand over this way for glass making. And there's also a, whoops, come out here. Cinematic camera just kind of, gimbals all over the place here. Got a nice little ruined portal there. So you got a quick source of obsidian. Also, you got that lava pit over there. So if you don't want to preserve that for the looks, you can always come over here and get some. Should be enough in that to make a minimal sized portal. And of course, they always have the chests biome, so you might even find some in there. Excuse me. So is that actual lava around it? Yeah, and there's lava there. You can always just pour some water on that. So yeah, not a lot of sand. Not like a big desert area. Maybe some microbiome deserts here. Maybe some across the water if we let the chunks load. Or not so load as generate. Yeah, that's pretty solidly water over that way. Is that a landform or a pillager outpost? That is a tree. That is a tree or two. It looks like we got a little bit of savanna here, but it's like right in the middle. Yeah, so if you were to make Charming Mountain your home and wanted a lot of glass. Say if you were to cut, levels into it with windows looking out, you're gonna wanna, you may have to travel a little bit in order to find some. What do we got here? Just yep, another ruined portal. That one is well ruined, it looks like, unless it's way down low. So yeah, we got some beaches around nearby in this direction. Maybe in other directions you'll find a desert, but not so much this one. Let's see what else is around the water here. I'm kind of inclined to like locations near the water. I'm kind of big on fishing in Minecraft. That's kind of how I got a lot of my early enchantments. I've told this story before. If you've heard it before, you're going to hear it again. In my first Minecraft world, and maybe this is something that can happen more often than 1.15 in 1.15.2 where I started, or maybe I just got lucky. But early on, I forget whether it was just a fully formed, fully enchanted fishing rod. There's a lot of these portals around. I don't know if it was a fully enchanted fishing rod just catching right out of the water, really early on. We're going to let some chunks load while we talk here. Or if I found a couple that I was able to combine. But early on, I had a full strength Luck of the Sea and lure fishing rod with full unbreaking and mending. And that is a good thing to have. You get lots of treasure catches with that, and I spent a lot of time just grinding on that. Got so much fish. Got a lot of enchantment books. Oh, and here's a little village over here. Another little snowy one. How's our FPS right now? Whoops, wrong button. 44. Good enough for the stream. As we're popping up over 30, it's fine. Because we're only streaming at 30. Oh, now we're into snow. Lots of particles. It's a winter wonderland. But, yeah, it's going to play havoc on the stream, I'm sure. So, what am I doing? Yeah. We're going to clear that. That also helps us see more stuff. It takes a little bit of a load off the processor as well. Oh, we got ice spikes over here near the village. They kind of look like frosty Christmas trees. Which reminds me of a great disappointment I had. I don't think it was. Yeah, I think this past winter. I was trying to make myself like a little wallpaper or maybe a lock screen for my computer for Christmas with try to have one of these one of these evergreens growing near my base and to try to decorate it for Christmas. I was going to try to put some redstone torches on it, as lighting. But you can't put them on leaves, which is very disappointing, If I can put in a feature request via this video, or encourage all of you to put this in, I don't know if I've set up to sign in and put that in. I am signed up for like the bug pages and stuff, so maybe I can put in a feature request there. But one thing I would like to see is they have the little seasonal Easter egg kind of things, like on Christmas Day or in the days leading up to it or whatever. the chests turn into presents. It just applies a different skin, basically. Otherwise, they behave exactly like presents, like chests. Big chests, small chests, ender chests. What I would like to see also is the ability to put redstone torches on leaves. Or at least on these, coniferous trees. Then we can, decorate our Christmas trees. I think it would be nice. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a mod for that, but it seems so simple. It's probably just, maybe included in another bigger mod, but who knows? I don't know. I haven't actually looked for it. But that is a kind of a little Easter egg I would like to see in Minecraft. The ability leading up to Christmas and for, 12 days after it to decorate your trees. Have it spontaneously decorate? I don't think so. I think it would be sufficient to have them decorable. Do you agree? Let me know. And, I don't know where people are who are watching this. Maybe you're in a part of the world where, the Christmas holidays are not really prevalent or common at all. I just got a text here. Let me just check if it's something important. Okay. All right. Yeah, just a little text about just a little family thing going on later on. Okay. So yeah, we got a lot of frozen water here, and then just abruptly ends there. Oh, we got just some more little cavey areas over here. Looks pretty rounded inside. Ooh, got some nice waterfalls here. I like the waterfalls, they're pretty. But as I have mentioned, oh, is that another village over here? Yep. And it's like, wow, so you're on the cliffside over there. We're going to go visit that in a second. But right now I want to take a look at our little waterfall area here. Is that a sheep in the water? Is he going to make his way to the land? Oh, come on now. Clear, please. So, like I was saying, is he going to make his way to the land, or is he going to kind of go over the edge here? I don't know. But we're not just going to sit here and watch, and we're not going to make it happen either. Is that okay? That's just some creeper and the glow lichen. I was wondering if that was a tunnel going through. You do see a fair amount of caves that just go right on through, and I guess we saw that before in previous releases, but of course not this huge. Now this is just this one little enclosed area, of course. See if I can light it up a touch. Maybe you can see some of that. Maybe you can't. Come on, yeah. Alright, the cinematic thing is kind of getting in the way of control here. Anyway, yeah, nice little waterfall cave here. We can maybe light it up a bit. Probably see that more at night. Oh, and a little cave here as well. Pop that in there. Yeah. Neat. Kind of shelfy there. Excuse me. All right, let's go over to that village we spotted. There. Okay. Yep. Actual villagers with pumpkins. Excuse me. Let's see what they've got going on. Is it just the one house? That would be the tiniest village I've ever seen. Nope, there's some down the hill here. Okay, so, wow, does this guy have any way to get down there? Certainly not via that path. Forgot to turn on the cinematic camera there. Yeah, I'm not really... Well, maybe it can go down over this way. Good luck with that. And not sure what that does with anything. Just an old ruined thingy. A couple of pumpkins stacked over there for whatever reason. But, man, yeah, these... Holy cow. That is precarious. I'm glad the door is on the other end. Or maybe it's on the side here. No, it's on the other end. That's good. Because otherwise, yeah, that would not be good. Oh, we're at 14 frames per second. Let's toggle this. Sorry about that. Come on, Minecraft. Alright, that's a little smoother. Sorry about that. It does that sometimes. And then these are just way down below. Oh my goodness. This is just... This I kind of like that it can do the tiers like this, where it's not just projecting it down from above and just, you know, basically having this two-dimensional you know, village layout and then just dropping it down onto whatever terrain is there. Because it seems like it has done that in the past. Some villages seem that way. These are actually cutting in. And I don't know, maybe the earlier versions did that and I just haven't found that before. Seems like I'm finding a lot in these releases. But yeah, this is a village that's going to be difficult for the villagers to get around. It seems like you wouldn't really want to build a village there, like for real, like at all. It's interesting, and yeah, I would be kind of inclined, you know, as a player in survival mode, to come to villages like this and just kind of try to re-engineer them a bit. Man, the path is just weird. Okay. Am I getting that just because it's high? Oh, no. Oh, thunder snow. Okay. Let's clear that. We do not want anything getting charged or fried or anything like that. We do not want that. Okay, so now we're getting some more of the mountains over here. And we're going to do this for another half hour or so. Let's see what we got over this way. We'll come speedily over here. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should let the terrain generate. Oh, looks like we got a little waterfall going down into here. Got a nice sizable mountain here, very snowy. I am forgetting all of the different biome names. I don't know. They're just not ringing a bell with me. I don't know. And knowing what is what. I know they have like the snowy peaks and all that. And the meadows and whatnot. But I don't know why. They're just not sticking in my head. This looks a little rectangular. I guess that's just the mountain there. Thought maybe it was some kind of a village, maybe with igloos or something. If it was, it's well hidden. Alright, and so we go from snow right to savanna. Maybe that's just in the lee of the mountain. I guess a mountain ridge could be, you know, a viable divider for that kind of difference in biome, you know? Because sometimes you get you'll have like a big mountain ridge, and it will just, block the winds and the rains and stuff, so you get desert on the other side. And we're also coming over here. Interestingly, this savanna is bordering on some warm ocean here. It'd be interesting to see all this laid out in a map afterwards. It's too bad that the Chunky, I don't think, supports these experimental snapshot builds. Oh, wow. Big cliffside. That is cool. That is pretty cool. So there's like this big ridge just rising up out of the sea next to the shore here. It's got some caves cut into it here, like, almost like there was an earlier sea levels where it was cut in by the waves. And this nice waterfall coming down. This is a nice one. You could put a base in that with like just terraces or just windows looking out. And it would be spectacular, Just maybe put yourself, like a little Elytra landing platform somewhere up here overlooking the water. Maybe put, some kind of barrier up on top so that, creepers won't jump down on you from up top, because, yeah, they could possibly spawn up there, but you could probably, especially if the mob spawning light levels they talk about having to be down to 0, if that holds true, you could easily light up the area up here. Not, horribly. And, maybe put some walls or fences back farther. Enclose a lit up area, and you should be fine as far as that goes. As far as anything wandering in. Just got to find the possible leak points where they can come in, and you'll be good. And then you set yourself up a little platform up here. Maybe jutting out from here, you've got this natural opening here, this little cave. Oh, and it's raining outside too. I'm going to pop a light up there just to get some light. But yeah, it's a nice little self area here. You can kind of leave this more or less naturally formed, and then maybe put a little wooden platform coming up, maybe even surrounding this this outcropping here, and that would be a nice little landing spot. But let's clear up the weather so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Yeah, put yourself some slabs out there. That'd be a nice little spot to land. And then you got all this stuff down here you can develop. In case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of, into the idea of seeing how I can, make a base just kind of fit into the original landscape. I've been watching the, excuse me. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, wow. This is a nice little cove here. Yeah, light this up a bit, and I think I will some. Shouldn't put it on that. Put it there, because all that's going to fall if I do. Yeah, that's something to watch out for too, and then in these little overhanging areas here. Oops. Want that a bit lower. But yeah, this would be a nice little place. You could put build a little dock here. Maybe cut a little passage into here for like a water elevator going up to the top. But meanwhile, you got this little opening up here, and you've got some natural land bridges going across. They're not always all that convenient. This one someone could walk across. So, yeah, you might want to kind of gate that off for the mobs. But, oh, this nice waterfall going down the side here. Oh, a lot of mobs down in this one, though. And it's like just a little spring right there. But, yeah, this... oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool, this little grotto area here. I'm going to have to put one that's just right there. But this is really nice. Oh, he jumped down. Oh, and they can climb up. So yes, creepers can climb up, and oh, he's having fun. Well, no, actually, I think he probably hurt himself. But you know what? Creeper hurting himself. I'm really not at all bothered by that. Are these guys fighting? Maybe not. They're just coming in and out of the light. Just coming in and out of the light. Speaking of which, hang a bit more. Oh, this looks nice here. Actually, I'm going to kind of backlight this waterfall a bit here. And this one here. Wow, where's that? Okay, so there's just a little spot here with some water. And just huge waterfall going down. That is so cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Light that up a little bit. That is nice. That is really nice. It looks like you have a little bit of glow light in there. I'm gonna drop underwater. Plop a little light down there just so we can see down there a little bit more. Yeah, this is a really cool little area there. Yeah, this is another nice one. That is one thing I will say for the 118 so far. Cool Mountain, its fate notwithstanding, there are still a lot of objectively cool mountains. It's a nice spot. Should probably put something like that. In fact, yeah, if you had like a elytra and stuff like that, you'd probably want to put like some redstone torches on that. Just as a, safety beacon, Oh, and now we're snowing. And over here it's going to be raining. Yeah. All right. What am I doing? Clear that up. There you go. Now we can see again. Oh, and there's a nice little Right down here. No, yeah, we looked down there because yeah, that's that land bridge going over there. Yeah, that whole it's got this like diagonal crevices going through there. You see a lot more of these diagonal cuts going through the land. And it's really cool. All right, what way did we come from? I think we came from the other way, didn't we? Because I think we were going this way around the water. We'll go a little bit more. We got about 20 minutes or so left in the stream. Actually, more than that, say about 30. Because I had the little countdown going for 9 minutes or so leading up to it. So we're allowed for that as well. Put it back to the cinematic camera. Let that gimbal around a bit more. Oh, we got a little village over here. Next to this stone beach. So the village itself is looks like a plains biome. Yeah, looks like a little plains village here. Come on, Chunk, generate. Oh, they've got a nice little pier over there. Oh, what is that? A bit busted up. But serviceable. Let's see. Let's aim our drop. And let's make this look good. Whoops. Come here. You ready? And boom. There we go. I like that. Anyway, back over here. Let's put it to normal camera. So yeah, we got this little, I guess a little fishing pier here. Kind of neat. I guess it's the live well? Yeah. So yeah, I guess if you were to catch a, oh, we got a trader. What's he got? Brown mushroom, beetroot, cactus, birch saplings, jungle sapling. I don't see any jungle around here, so it must have come from afar. Bucket of pufferfish. Ooh, I'm going to, what am I doing? I'm going to do a little trading. Pop that there. Hey, new recipes. I'm going to buy me a bucket of pufferfish. And then use that to, and then just put it in the live well there. There you go. Oh my. Let's put a couple. Alright. Hopefully they don't, you know, cause any problems with the llamas there. Anyway. See you, trader. Go and trade with the villagers. So yeah, they've got that little spot there. I guess you could definitely call that a fishing pier with a little live well. It's odd that the land underneath it. See this? Actually, this kind of land formation, and man, this is deep. This is in deep water. This kind of land formation, they ought to have that going over ravines when the paths cross ravines. They have it going over water, but they don't have it going over ravines. You know? They have the, you know, these wooden piers going out over the water instead of just the regular paths. But when they cross air, you know, there's not, you know, ravine detection in their paths. So I think that would be an improvement to I think that would definitely be an improvement to the village generation, is to, you know, basically improve the navigability of these paths, do some actual path finding to make them, you know, when possible. Maybe even have it, you know, to a limited extent. And dang it, come on, weather. sometimes you can do something about it when you complain, when you're complaining about the weather. How's our frames per second down to 21? Let's go ahead and toggle this guy. Yeah, video. I clicked. Click again. All right. Should be back up to 25. All right, so we'll let some of that reload. Should come in pretty fast. But yeah, it's got. It's not a bad village, you know. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at all the chests and the workstations. Maybe it's not so great. You know, I haven't really taken a good look at what kind of villagers they have. There is a nitwit there, so that's not great. Yeah, go follow the cat. And the couple here that yeah, they're working at those stations. Some leather workers. And yeah, there's an armorer over there. Yeah, so I don't know what other workstations they have, but I guess that's the bell. I guess yeah, okay, yeah. It was just a little bit too far away for it to render. Anyway, moving on. Because we got about 15 minutes. You want to see if we can find anything else actually interesting. We got this nice. It's kind of lumpy, but generally sloping hill going up to this. I guess you can call it an eroded mountain. Probably just forested hills, I guess, would be the biome. Haven't looked. Not going to go over there to do so because we're looking for more stuff. Is that okay. Looks like we've got a tiny bit of jungle right next to yeah, right next to some Badlands here. Do some God, why am I blanking on this freaking biome? But you know what I'm talking about. You can see it right in front of your eyes. Yeah, like right across the water from it, we have just this teeny tiny little jungle by this stone there. I guess it was seeded from this one over here, which again is right next to there. Okay. So, yeah. Experimental Snapshot 4. We've still got some janky biome borders. I mean, look at that. I mean, is there some kind of blight that is spreading across the land that is, affecting this jungle here? And then over here, it looks like we got a desert and a desert village. And how big is this desert? I mean, we kind of got two different types of desert here. You can get stuff like that in land formation, but wow, it's like, I mean, yes, yeah, there's more desert over here, but also more jungle. Yeah, this is kind of messed up. It's like the village just happened to generate in this tiny bit of desert, so it's a desert village. But yeah, I mean, they have like, the red sandstone in their builds, which is something that you don't actually find in deserts. So yeah, having this next to it, I mean, it kind of makes the village make a little bit more sense. A little. But where the heck did they get all the sandstone for it in such a tiny thing? In such a tiny village. Like the desert village by the sea. And, and then there's some more ocean over there. I guess I can't complain that much because my Atrium Base is next to a desert village that is by the sea and next to a cold ocean. So there's like icebergs within sight of the desert village. Here they kind of stuck with their sandstone roads here and just put them right out into here. See, now this looks nice. I like that this is so big. This is a biome that needs to be big. And it's kind of nice that we got the sunset going over it. And then it just fades away. Are we getting into, is this, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's why. All right, we're gonna clear the weather so that we can get our sunset back. Very nice. Screenshot. 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 Get a little bit of that stuff going on there. And I like that we got that, but I'm going to set it back today. But yeah, this is a biome that needs to be big, I think. You know? Excuse me. The deserts and why am I blanking on what this is called? You know, this should be something that you have to traverse, that you have to make it across. You know? Yeah, definitely. But something that's just a little speck in the land, not so much, I don't think. Anyway, another 10 minutes to go here. Let's continue on. We've got a little bit of a jungle here. And some coral nearby. That's kind of neat. And a big stone beach area here with some beach. Put a little bit of jungle on it. Jungle next to stone beach, I don't think it's bad, you know, because you'll see that. I mean, look at Hawaii. Over here, oh, we got like an exposed mine here. Like the top of it's been weathered away. I like that. I like that. And this is also a biome that I think needs the occasional zombie village. You know? If not just a deserted ghost town, if you want to have actually some stuff in it, maybe make it a zombie village, you know? A zombieless zombie village. Most of the time, and then have some zombies some of the time, maybe. But even the zombieless one should be not that common. But yeah, an exposed mine like this, that's neat. That is neat. Okay, I'm curious what is in that. How would I get down there and be able to get back up? Okay, yeah, I would have to cut into that a bit. Maybe go through, oh, haha. Yeah, maybe go through this stuff over here, which is not bode well. Whoops, wait a minute. Oh, ooh, some glowberries. I can see where that would come in handy when you're, when you've got a mine. Beetroot seeds, don't know where that's coming from really, though. And then here's the one we spotted before. This is more what you would expect from a mine cart, I think. Except for maybe the melon seeds. But hey, you know, miners got to eat too. Hang a lantern here. Oh, okay. That was my battery backup doing a self-test. Knockback 2. Okay, so yeah, it's just got a fair number of chest carts in here. Where's the light coming from? Is there a light block? Is this emitting light? Is this a glow web? No? I don't know. That's weird. That is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. I think we're leaving the biome here. Maybe that's why it was abandoned. It's like, oh, we're right on the edge here. Not finding that much gold. Whoops. Alright, I think we're going to have to fly out. Or at least to get loose from it. Should I give this guy some pufferfish? Oh dear. He did not like the pufferfish. Oh dear. Comes some nasty weather. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Exposed mine like that. Another ruined portal there. What are we down to? 20? Yeah, let's go ahead and reset that. We want to finish strong. I wish this was a bit more responsive, but, you know, they have said that these experimental versions are not optimized. I guess that is something that they... I don't know, maybe they have some sort of process that they run on their code to do some automatic optimization, and they're just not bothering on this. Or maybe it's hand optimized, and this is a point where it's just, you know, get it working at all. See how this looks, and then afterwards get it working well. Alright, coming over here, we've got some more warm ocean, and all that. Coming over to, I guess, some not so warm ocean. And I guess this is cold ocean over here, next to the jungle. Okay, fair enough. And some dark oak over here. And looks like another village. Come on, village, generate. Generate chunks. Let's head on over there. This will probably be the last thing that we do on the stream is visit this village. But it looks like it's a fair-sized one, I guess. A nice big house there, a couple over there. A couple up here, one there. So what is that, just 6 houses all together? It's pretty sprawling. But not that many houses. Got some animals there, some cows and pigs. That cow's got his leg stuck over the fence there. Hope somebody comes and gets it. Helps it out. I'm sure one of the ranch hands will help. And it looks like I got a path going up there. Villager wandering around up there, farmer. Maybe he's thinking about planting some crops up there. Would be a good place for it. Excuse me. But, yeah, it's right close to some different forests. Actually, we got the oak forest. We got what's that, the birch over there. We got the dark oak here. We got the jungle. There's actually, and, oh, yeah, we got, we got the taiga over here. We got why am I blanking on these biome names? Yeah. What we got over there with those trees over there as well. And, and another village over here. Hopefully they are friendly. It looks like they've got more houses, about the same. 1, 2, 3 houses. Like 4, 5. Yeah, they have 5 houses visible. Maybe there's more hidden away someplace. That's just path. So, yeah, to get between them, one from the other, you kind of have to go over and down here. Or I guess you can build a bridge across the river. Yeah. So, yeah, this would be kind of neat. You could build a thing in between. Or, like my first base, I took a little body of water, something like this, and a little swell in the rivers, which this kind of appears to be, or maybe this goes into just some ocean biome here. And I kind of added a level of glass like just below that top level of water, and then drained out everything down below it. And, then just basically added in, some flooring, and then had a, kind of a basement underneath. Instead of had a villager area up top, and then basement down below where I had my nether portal and all that stuff. This, much bigger, absolutely huge. I basically had like one chunk or so. Oh boy, weather again. I heard that. Clear that out. I basically had like one chunk or so of water. So like just a little section over here would be about as big as my thing was. This would be epic. Turn this whole thing into a villager area underwater. Nice. I'd be very tempted to do that. Set it back to day. And it's right next to this village here. So you could easily get some stuff to come over to it. And it's actually between these two villages. This one here, you can transport villagers by water, it looks like. Yeah, it's contiguous. And looks navigable. And this village goes right down to the water. This is nice. So actually, we do have a few more minutes here that we could spend on this. This is a nice one. What do you think? Or is this the one we came to before? Did we come to this one before? Dang it. Or is this the first? No. The second one is over here. This is the other one we came to. That was the first one. Whoops. Come back here. Sorry. Kind of went for an itch and then went to reach back for the mouse and it just popped up there. Yeah, this is the second village. So yeah, that first village, yeah, you could take stuff from there and take villagers from there and bring them around to an underwater villager area there where they'll be nice and safe. This one also has a nice little fjord going through it. That's something that they've added new in this experimental snapshot, I believe, is basically having rivers cutting through mountains if they're not too high, I guess, and making these fjords, which is pretty cool. Let me check. Oh yeah, we're still over 30 mostly. So yeah, it goes into there. It's basically this little waterway with the steep sides here. You'll probably get some little places like that where you'll see some mobs spawning and stuff. But yeah, it's like deep, kind of deep water too. Okay, why do you have dripstone underwater? I guess if it floods later. I can do that. Dare I? Can't really do it. It's got to be like next to something. That kind of sucks. Let's put a little light down here. Neat. But yeah, this fjord here. That is pretty cool. But this is really one of those fjords where it's a river cutting through the mountains, or is this something else? Maybe it is a ravine that cut through there, but it looks very slopey for a ravine. So I don't know. where does that fit into the new terrain generation style? All right, so we got a little time. Let's head back to the ocean, which I believe is over this way. Yeah, here we are. Getting some spotty terrain loading here, though. Something you get when you try to do it too fast. Let's go ahead and toggle this again. And we come over here, and we've got some little horses down there. That's nice. Come here. There you go. Continuing on this way, a lot of nice big birch forest here. And another village. Oh, they've got some chimneys going there. Is that? Okay, that's the... For a second there, I thought that was one of those little towers you get at the in the desert villages. But no, it's just the way the path's going. It's just the way it lined up. And we've got some sand that it went on. And dang weather, come on now. It's a nice little taiga village on the shore. Oh, with a shipwreck. There it is. With a shipwreck right by it. Somebody didn't quite get to the dock, I guess. Yep. Or maybe it washed up after wrecking further out. Yeah, there is, you know, some shallow water over there. Maybe it ran aground and then tide carried it back in this way afterwards. Who knows? You can make any kind of backstory you want, really. Come on, let's be real. Nice little spot there. You can make a little defensible area there if you want to make something small. Continuing along the shore, we're not going to look too hard at these villages. Basically, just kind of looking at these things and seeing what kind of potential they have. If, you know, if you were wanting to build a base nearby. Got a lot of taiga there. Find yourself a wolf or two. Some snow over here. Come on, generate terrain. But yeah, I wish the chunky renderer would support that. The thing is, maybe it does in the beta, but right now I'm using the release because I've got a kind of a project going with it, with my current Cowcornia world. Looks like just a bit of isolated bit of stone beach right out in the middle of things. Kind of makes sense. For the most part, the terrain distribution is not too bad. I mean, we're looking at this from up high. So maybe walking around on the surface with the scale of things as they are now, maybe it wouldn't be quite so jarring, but in some cases it kind of is. But yeah, I mean, looking at it from a survival gameplay point of view, my opinion is that there really does need to be some sense to what biome leads into another. You know? Because it's like, oh yeah, I'm looking to go and find me, you know, a taiga biome to because I want to go and tame me a wolf and then bring it home, you know. So you look around at what terrains are nearby. If you don't have a taiga, you then head over to, if you do have one nearby that is more likely to border on a taiga than others, or that can border on the others, but border on it while others can't. Then you go over there, and you go through that. So, oh, this could lead to taiga. This is the right direction to go, and not just have it be just some random thing that you run into. Have it make some sense, some kind of progression. I mean, it may go the other way. You may go from some plains to to some forest like this, and then go either to the mountains like this, or it might switch back to plains and then go to like a desert or something. But I think I think it's better. I think it gives you, as far as gameplay, it's not just random that way. I mean, yeah, it is still random, but if you put some constraints on it as far as like which things are, well, we got a little forest fire down there. Hope it didn't spread too much, but it might. If you put some constraints on that randomness, which they kind of do, it makes it a bit more playable. Hope he doesn't get burnt up. Oh, it looks like it's spreading to these trees over here. Yeah. But yeah, I think it makes it a bit more playable because if you're seeking out, say, some certain biome, the other biomes that are nearby should be, I think, it should be able to serve as clues as to what else might be nearby. Oh yeah, I've got biome X. I know that can be bordered by these other types, and that could lead to the one that I'm looking for. So you go looking in that direction. You go searching that way for what it is you're looking for. That's a playable thing. You can use some strategy in finding, in finding a target biome that way. But when things are unconstrained, when it's just random, and then it's just random wandering around. It's like what random ass thing am I going to come to next? What completely, just out of left field biome am I going to run into as I as I mount this hill here? What the heck am I going to see? And it I think takes away an element of strategy in your gameplay to not have the kind of constraints to world generation that lets you make some at least educated guesses about what direction to go to find a desired biome. And another thing, they seem to have gone in this direction, and this is something that for these experimental snapshots, I think this is probably just the chunk hasn't generated yet. Oh, that looks like a lush cave right there, just open to the side. That's pretty cool. But I think that they've kind of done this. One thing that I have voiced as desirable in some of my past streams about these experimental snapshots is oh, I got some down here as well. Looks like, yeah. This looks like a good place to end the stream, I guess. All right. But yeah, one of the things that that I would like to see is they opened up the brokenness of the biome to pretty much all the biomes. You know, no longer is it just uh, you know, broken. Why am I blanking on the name of that biome? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You're not limited as to what terrain can be broken. It's just like, yeah, that's how the land formed, and then whatever kind of life grew there, whatever took hold. This is a nice spot, though, actually. But it was Savannah, Broken Savannah. That's it. That was the original one. We had Savannah and Broken Savannah, and none of the other stuff was, found in the broken variety. And they kind of opened that up to everything else. And I think that's fine. But like I've said in some of the past streams, I'm thinking that the Broken Savannah should be the most common broken terrain, I think. I think the other terrains may not lend themselves very well to being on a broken terrain. A jungle? Yeah, maybe. It'd be interesting to see some, vines trailing down, these huge cliff sides, making some of them climbable. That would be pretty cool. The other stuff, I don't know. Plains, not so much. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have cliffs bordering plains. Oh, let's turn this off. But yeah, I think the broken terrain, I think maybe put some limitations or maybe have it not so common. Anyway, and they seem to have done that. So anyway, I think that will be pretty much it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. It looks like we got some interesting things out there to see. See, this is one of the things that is kind of weird. That snow on top of the jungle there. That's kind of weird. Because that jungle is just bordering the stone beach. Oh, and there's a little thing just hidden there. Another portal. Anyway, yeah, I could just get so distracted and just keep wandering around this thing forever. I think it is generally good. I think a few things I would like to see tweaked. But again, this is an experimental thing. So, we look around, we see what's what, and see what works and what doesn't. And there are a few things that are like, I don't know. Doesn't really work for me. It's a bit jarring. And like I said, there needs to be some kind of contiguity between these the different biomes. Some kind of constraints on that as to which biomes can neighbor what, in order to, I think, enhance the explorability of the land. I think that could help a great deal in making it a more explorable world. Still with some surprises, like this one behind me, the little lush cave just cutting right into a cliffside. I like that. I didn't check if there were any azaleas up top, but yeah, that's a cool find. But yeah, make some contiguity as far as which biomes appear next to which, and I think that will enhance the worlds as far as it being something that you would go around and explore and see, oh, what's over here? Say, oh, there could be whatever thing beyond that. Yes, that's a good sign that we see that. Let's go that direction and maybe find what we're looking for rather than just wandering around randomly, So yeah, that is what I will close with, because that is what I would like to see in the future experimental snapshots, just to see what that would be. Because then it would feel like a world, not just a jumble of just randomly scattered biomes. I like all these cliffs next to the water here. That is great. That is beautiful. Especially since there's like a little bit of a cliff on the opposite side of the water there. It seemed consistent, you know? And then seeing these little biomes peeking through, the jungle up on top. But yeah, having the snow right by it there, not so sure. And then you see the snowy biomes nearby. There needs to be, yeah, that doesn't quite work for me. You know, going out of exiting a jungle and going directly to a snowy taiga like that, that just kind of breaks it for me. You know, it doesn't seem like a world. You know, it makes it seem more like a theme park. You know, where you've got your different lands just bordering right on each other, and just being all weird. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that just kind of makes it seem not as immersive, you know. Uh, and as far as like, you know, what can border on what, I think also don't count the microbiomes. Like this here. Like I'm thinking this is Stone Beach down below. So because of the altitude, it's snowy. Whereas over here in the jungle, not snowy. You know, when you got precipitation, despite the elevation, and they kind of raised that a bit. But yeah, okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now watch when I move back over this way, I'll probably maybe get into snow. I don't know. Well, it's thunderstorming, so yeah, okay. Somehow there's snow up on top of that, but I'm not getting snow here. Maybe I got to be down closer. I have no idea. Anyway, that's kind of how it's looking. That's how it looks to me. So with that, I will sign off. I've gone a bit beyond the 12:30 time limit that I was targeting, just because going off on this rant about biomes. Oh, it looks like more lush caves back there. Lush caves, I think, are a good thing to have under a jungle. You know, they talk about putting it under like azalea plants and stuff like that. Maybe they're thinking something a bit more, I don't know. But under a jungle seems like the ideal place to have them. Great, great placement there. Anyway, I think that's it for now. We'll see what they do on the next one. If they have one by next Monday, we'll explore that. Presumably that will be Experimental Snapshot 5 for 118. Presumably they're just fiddling with it, figuring out what they want to do with all these new biomes, how they want them placed. So I'm taking this as a work in progress. And these videos are kind of my way of offering my input. I don't know if anyone at Mojang is watching these. Probably not. But if any of you who are have their ear, then yeah, give them a ring. Give them a little note. Give them a little message. Let them know, you know, what we think, if you agree with me. And, oh, that is Jungle Temple. Right up here on this mountain slope. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, explored and I didn't even mean to. Anyway, that's it for now. I will be next online. It should be next Saturday night, 11:15, for more of the Hardcorn world. And then Monday, that following Monday at 11, probably more of this. We will see. Anyway, see you later. Bye.